I'm Dina, and this is World Geography Wednesday. It's like Taco Tuesday, but better. This week, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, we're going to learn about Ireland! Woohoo! The first time I visited Ireland, I was in college. I traveled a ring around the island, starting from Cork, up to Dublin, across to Galway, and down to Killarney and Cork again. The scenery was absolutely breathtaking, and I fell in love with the rolling green hills, the sparkling Irish Sea, the spray-painted sheep, we can talk about that later, and above all, the delicious, hearty Irish pub food. Today, I'm going to share with you some fun facts about Ireland, then I'll show you how to make Irish shepherd's pie. It's a savory meat stew topped with mashed potatoes and Irish cheddar that's absolutely delicious. Let's get started.
First, grab your favorite world map and find Ireland. It's in Europe, it's west of the UK, and it's just south of Northern Ireland. Now, here are some fun facts about Ireland. Halloween comes from the Celtic harvest festival called Samhain, which means summer's end in Old Irish. Ireland has a lot of sheep, and sometimes they escape from their field. Irish shepherds spray paint their sheep so they can tell which ones are theirs. There are no snakes in Ireland. Legend has it that St. Patrick chased them all away, but it probably has more to do with the Ice Age. Ireland is lush and green because it rains a lot. In some regions, up to 225 days a year. Music is a big part of Irish culture. In fact, the national symbol of Ireland isn't a shamrock, it's a harp. Bonus fact, Dracula was written by Bram Stoker, who was born in Ireland.
How's it going, kids? What in the world?
What in the world are y'all doing? You're supposed to be learning about Ireland.
We're making it rain. And looking for rainbows. That's Irish.
So cool.
Okay, do you at least know the capital of Ireland?
Dublin.
All right, carry on.
If you want to learn more, the YouTube channel
Ireland Calling has a great video about the Giant's Causeway and whether or not it was formed by volcanoes or giants. Galway Girls also has a great video on Irish river dancing.
And just for fun, you should absolutely watch Song of the Sea. But that's enough research. It's time to eat. All right, today I'm going to show you how to make shepherd's pie. As I mentioned, Ireland has a lot of sheep. Traditionally, shepherd's pie is a lamb stew with vegetables in a stout or red wine gravy. It's topped with creamy mashed potatoes and Irish cheddar cheese. You can use ground beef if you prefer. In that case, you would call it a cottage pie. Let's get into it. First, we're going to make our meat stew. It's going to need a little time to cool before we can add the mashed potatoes on top.
Here's a screenshot of everything you need. In a heavy pot over medium-high heat, add a few tablespoons of olive oil and 2 pounds of ground lamb. Season it well, then add 2 tablespoons of minced garlic and a large handful of fresh rosemary. If you don't have fresh, you can use about 2 tablespoons of dried. Give it a good stir and let the meat brown. While the lamb is cooking, trim the green leaves off of the leek, rinse it well, and dice it. Same with the celery. When the lamb is finished browning, remove it from the pot with a slotted spoon into a heat-proof bowl and set it aside. Add the leeks and celery, season them with salt, and stir it well. Let them soften for about 5 minutes. Once the vegetables are soft, you can make your gravy. Sprinkle flour all over and stir until it's incorporated. Slowly add the beef broth, stirring as you pour and scraping up all the brown bits from the bottom of the pot. Now add the thyme, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, and finally about a cup of stout. Then mix the lamb back in, add the peas and carrots, and season them. Stir it well, cover it, and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Meanwhile, you can peel and dice your potatoes. Add boiling water to your potatoes and boil them for about 10 to 15 minutes.
All right, after 20 minutes, your lamb should be tender and your stew is ready. Carefully pour it into a deep casserole dish and let it cool.
Preheat your oven to 400 degrees and go ahead and make your mashed potatoes. Drain them and add a stick of butter, plenty of salt, and about 3/4 of a cup of cream. Mash it until it's nice and creamy. Then add about a cup of shredded cheddar cheese.
All right, our stew is ready and it's cooled down a little bit. Our mashed potatoes are nice and creamy and it's ready to assemble. Just pile the mashed potatoes on top. Smooth it out just a bit. And top it with a little bit more cheddar cheese. All right, now it's ready for the oven.
Put it in a 400-degree oven for 20 minutes. Then put it under the broiler for about 5 minutes to toast the top of the cheese. And then it's ready.
All right, we're ready for our taste tester. What do you think? Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Think he likes it. I hope you like this episode of World Geography Wednesday in Ireland. If you're interested in the full Irish menu, check out my blog. In it is a recipe for Dublin corned beef, plus homemade Cumberland sauce. Hope to see you next week. Bye!